check, 1, 2, test, check. Okay, bass guitar. Yeah.
This is Cindy Matthews for Fridays About Town, and that was Shadows of Laughter, and they happen to be my next guests, and they're playing at the Cameron coming up this Tuesday, and with me now is Sean Colton, Andy Jones, and Rob Turnbull. Such easy names.
Yeah.
That was Colton. Right?
No, it is Cotton.
It's Cotton. Okay,
even
Cotton.
Easier.
See, now when they're easy, I get so confused. How long has the band been together?
Oh, well, I guess we've been together for, just a year and a month now.
So it's a fairly new band.
Yeah, very new.
And the average age of the band?
20 to 20. They're 25.
We're older than Sean. Sean's the youngster of the band, so... Yeah.
Well, you'd never know it. Where does the name Shadows of Laughter? It's a very pleasant-sounding name. Where does it come from?
It's an anthology of poems, and the poems inside deal with the same topics that we sort of cover in our lyrics and the songs.
And what are those topics that you like to deal with?
A broad spectrum. It's sort of love and relationships, religion or the lack thereof, and just the way people fit in society. Different roles they play.
Those are all very strong topics.
Yeah.
So you consciously make an effort to say something in your music.
Yeah, we do.
Well, yeah, we sort of flirt in and out of that sort of a thing, but yeah, not always.
It's not so serious as it sounds. It's not that serious. It's
Thank you. We're going to do a tune now that requires, I believe, acoustic guitar. This is one we recorded about, actually just less than a year ago now. It's a tune called incense, and I guess Sean could elaborate more on the lyrics because I'm sort of at a loss, but it all comes together somehow.
You've been together a relatively short time comparatively to other bands, and you have a cassette out, which is great.
Yeah.
How did you swing that? Because I'm sure a lot of other young bands listening always are interested in how bands get that together.
I knew people at Number 9 Studios, which helped.
That's where they recorded.
You gotta have some money. You gotta go, you gotta get your guys together, save up $1,000 or $2 and do it.
Go in and do
you
it.
gotta go 24 track.
Were you able to do that within the context of the band playing live, or was it working outside of music?
We made all the money playing live to do it.
To do that particular tape.
So
This is our second tape, yeah.
Oh, really? So you saved all the money? You just put all the money that you made at gigs?
Yeah, we never took any money out of the gig money. We just all put it in a...
Right back into a fund for recording. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, that's the way to do it, that's for sure. What are some of your influences musically that you feel come through in your writing?
That's a strange question.
I'm sure that
because,
everybody...
yeah, we have very different influences. I tend to listen to everything under the sun. I guess Sean's the same way. Rob's a big Beatles fan, and
that comes through.
Yeah, rootsy stuff.
Give me a couple examples of everything.
For me, everything from Frank Zappa to Pat Metheny. For me,
but that's still.
Still there.
On
Well,
one
okay, we'll
side.
say Frank Zappa to.
If you said Frank
Family.
Sinatra,
Yeah.
And what about you?
Oh, just everything. Like I'm a huge Stones fan. Like that was my first band that got me started. But from there, like everything, Zappa, Canadian, Max Webster, to a lot of the new thrash stuff that's coming out.
Great.
Wow, see.
Those are very strong influences. How hard is it for a fairly young band to get recognition in this city in particular?
Extremely difficult from our standpoint at the moment. We're just sort of plugging along, playing when we can. Gigs are getting tougher and tougher to land. A lot of the clubs are closing down.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that, and we've talked about that on this show before. It's
really sad. We were playing the Elm Combo a lot before its demise, and it was starting to really happen. We were getting consistent bookings there, and all of a sudden, bang. Diamond Club also. We never had a chance to play there, but we would have liked to have played there, definitely, and that was a big loss to the scene, definitely.
You were talking to me before we went on the air. You placed top 20 in the Q107.
Yeah.
And that's great because you get a major radio station that's got your name in the the back of their head.
That's right.
That was a shock. It was a shock.
Yeah, we just entered and never thought anything else of it, and then we heard we'd come top 20 out of 900 bands, so, yeah.
I think those things are really good because they bring a lot of alternative bands up front.
Yeah, good exposure.
And it's great to have that behind you to send to A&R people. Are you doing that with your tape?
Sort of, not really. Not as of yet.
It's the hard end of the business. I mean, it's really hard for young bands because not only do you have to play, do you have to do gigs, you have to do a tape, but you've got to be like a marketing genius and a personality plus.
We'd like to find some sort of management company first to sort of look into those avenues for us. That's what we're sort of concentrating on now.
So that's probably what you're finding the hardest.
Yeah, just getting the people to come out to the gigs. You have to be very consistent. Bug.
What direction would you like to see the band take in the future, if any change?
I think our direction is on. It's just, more practice, more original songs. We've got a lot of original songs. We're getting more into covers because, that's what people want to hear. We do about 50-50 now in the covers to originals. And but I think we're on the way.
So what are the following that comes out to see you? Is it a lot of friends and you build it that way? Is that how a younger band builds a crowd?
Yeah, basically. We have lots of friends come out. We also have some people that we've just met through playing that have started to follow us around, which is encouraging. It's a couple of people, not a big following.
Two.
But, that's about it.
Both their names.
Hey, Neil.
No, but that's how it starts. That's how it starts. It's word of mouth, and it's a very powerful thing. Yeah. So keep it up. Where would you like to see the band in, say, a year and a half?
Florida.
Definitely stable enough money-wise to live where we want. Like, I think we all sort of agree we'd like to end up in the country somewhere, but be able to make music too. The city's a great place to visit, but you don't necessarily want to live there.
And are you all from Toronto, or are you from outside?
No, we're from Georgetown. We're from
Oh, there you go.
Small town, Ontario.
Such a nice place.
That's right.
Yeah, quiet stuff.
Well, good luck to you. And you are playing at the Cameron House this Tuesday. And we're going to listen to one more song by the band. And this is called Incense by Shadows of Laughter. Thanks for coming in to talk to me today,
Thanks
guys.
for having us.
Okay, have fun on Tuesday night. This is Cindy Matthews for About Town, Shadows of Laughter, Incense on CIUT.
Intoxication set my imagination free that night. I never thought I'd learn to love a New Year's Eve alright. It's even in my dreams. It got inside of me. It's even in my dreams. It got inside of me. Like a pistol in the hand, taking lives from happy families, leaving reminders on the land of how disasters never cease, and tragedy is near for the guardians of children who have not filled with fear. Like a pistol in the hand, tragedy is near. Tragedy is like a drunk behind the wheel, living out his drunken fantasies, never thinking death is real, until death is all he sees, in painful memories of how he became a prisoner, and the cause of many tears. Like a pistol in the hand, tragedy is near. Tragedy is near. Like a pistol in the hand, taking lives from happy families, like a pistol in the hand, like a pistol in the hand. Tragedy is near.
is called The Shadows of Laughter. Here's the first of 5 tracks tonight on Basement Rock at Y95.
Some
This is Neil Headley, and 3 of the 4 Shadows of Laughter members in the studio with us tonight. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Good. We need to find out, first of all, we should say hi and find out who's here and who's missing. So tell us everything we need to know about who's actually sitting here so far.
Well, I'm Andy Jones, drums. Beside me is Rob Turnbull, bass guitar, vocals. I also sing vocals. And Sean Cotton, lead guitar, vocals. We're missing Greg Lawrence. He's our new keyboard player.
And he's just joined the band, too, hasn't he?
We're just working him in. He's not on the tape you're about to hear or that you've already heard.
Okay, so the band has been together now for how long? Not necessarily with the present lineup, obviously, because your new keyboard player is brand new, but...
Close to 2.5 years.
2.5.
But with the odd break in between and, between gigging in Toronto and just doing money gigs.
Right.
Covers.
Okay. All right, now, and when you do, well, actually, let's get into live in a couple minutes. We'll talk about what Shadows of Laughter are like live, but in the meantime, we'll play another couple of tracks here, and we'll get on Behind Your Eyes in a little bit, but first, Don't Want to Work, and other than being your standard snooze button tune, like hitting the snooze button 60 more times before you actually have to get up, tell me about either of those songs. What do we need to know about either Don't Want to Work or Behind Your Eyes?
You can do Don't Want to Work, Rob. Don't Want to Work, I just wrote it as sort of a kind of a bar tune, relate everybody tune.
Mm-hmm.
Just get fed up, take a trip, do whatever you want. It's got no major deep message, but...
Oh, I think it does. I think it's an important message, Rob.
Important to me.
I don't want to work. I think that kind of sums it up.
No more.
It does say a lot right there in the title. Hey, what about Behind Your Eyes?
Behind Your Eyes is kind of...
Because that looks heavy.
Yeah,
well, very heavy.
I mean, lyrically.
It's heavy, but it's kind of got a bit of humor to it. I think when I write songs, I kind of like to, think of a premise that's a little bit different. So I just thought of some guy who's been buried and he's underground, and his conscience and his mind is still working. So what would he be thinking about? It's like, say he had this girl and he's been killed in a car accident. He's laying there and he's thinking, okay, thinking about this girl type thing.
All right.
So
let's leave it at that, because the rest of the song will explain itself. Behind Your Eyes coming up, and Don't Want to Work right now. Again, the band called Shadows of Laughter. You're listening to it on Basement Rock.
Don't wanna work anymore. bank, withdraw all of it, go down to work, tell the boss I quit. Don't wanna work anymore. Don't wanna work anymore. Don't wanna work anymore. I don't wanna work anymore.
You're tuned to Basement Rock, brought to you in part by JL Sound Systems.
Miles
there from Shadows of Laughter. That's Behind Your Eyes on Basement Rock at Classic Rock Y95, and Don't Want to Work in there as well. And we have 3 members of the band, Sean, Andy, and Rob, in studio with us tonight. Hi again, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Now, this is, I mentioned this off the top of the show when we first got started here tonight, but we're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone here as well. We're playing tracks from the cassette because we just like it so darn much. But you're also our feature guests this coming Sunday night at the Pig and Whistle in Burlington, the Basement Rock Showcase and Jam Night. So looking forward to seeing you guys live. What can you tell me about what you guys are like as a live act?
Oh, wow.
Now as a 4-piece live act.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, it's kind of, you know, there's no real tricks to it. We just go out and we're sincere and we're honest and, you know, we play our hearts out. And, you know, we've had people that respond. We've had people who are a little dubious because we don't, you know, pull any tricks. We're just ourselves, and I think the songs have enough emotion, and you know, the performance just goes along with that.
People usually are impressed by our harmonies. They usually carry us live.
Actually, that caught me as well off the cassette.
Well, actually, the approach we take in the studio is a very basic approach. It's pretty well live off the floor. There's no tricks involved, really, so it comes across live.
Yeah. What
it's
we
pretty
can
well
do
the same as on tape.
What we do on tape, we do pull off live.
Because that's one of the things I mentioned, and I mentioned that on this show a million times before, is I'm a sucker for harmonies. And so, as a result, I you know, love Crosby, Stills, and Nash, love bands like Extreme, who those guys seem to be able to pull off anything with a harmony.
Well, when we do covers, we do some Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and we stick
to the vocal
strive for a vocal band. Because it shows what we can do.
So, other than what you're going to be doing this Sunday, which, you know, I mean, everybody that's been there on Sunday so far has been doing like 98 to 100% original stuff. What outside of this gig is your live show like? How much cover do you do when you play live?
Usually depends on the venue. We'd prefer to play nothing but original. And in Toronto scene, we were doing that, but, you know, the money's not really there. But it all depends on the venue. What they want to hear, we'll play. And if, you know, if you want to hear originals, we play originals.
So do you find the same thing that what I'm hearing from a lot of other bands, that, you know, it'd be great to play originals, but they won't dance to your originals kind of thing because they don't know them yet?
The interest level isn't there. In some places, I don't know. We'd like to do it all original all the time, but it's not really that realistic these days. People want to hear stuff they're familiar with.
Right.
It's a good way to start a show off, too. Like, I remember one time we played at York University, and, you know, our first 2 songs were, you know, Love Me 2 Times by The Doors and Should I Stay or Should I Go, and people were up, you know, jumping around. And once they warm into you a bit, you know, you start throwing some, you know, originals, and drunker they get, the more they want to dance too. So
is that the way it is? So you have to sneak your originals in? You have to sneak them in, or
some venues? It all depends. You have to have an approach, definitely, when it comes to mixing originals with covers.
Yeah, it depends on the crowd. Like, you go to Lee's Palace, they expect to hear originals, and they appreciate it. But you know, other places, you know, establishment will insist that you play.
That's right. When you're an original band, forget it, man. You're not playing here tonight. We want to hear some covers. We've had that before.
Yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, the nice thing about being in this area is there's so many clubs that are working so hard to promote the local acts that are here.
That's great.
It's happening.
Yeah. As we combine the feature on the show with the preview of the feature on Sunday, but we've got Smile Heavy on Me first, and what do we need to know before we hear it?
Well, Smile was a song that I brought to Sean. I'd written basically everything except the bridge, and on guitar. I play guitar also, as well as drums, and brought it to Sean, and he's very, very competent at throwing lyrics right down, and he had this vision, and bang, there it was, and we threw the harmonies on it. It actually fell together fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's funny the way that songs come together like that sometimes. That was, you know, that was basically Andy's chord structure, and you know, I had some words kicking around, and, you know, we went through the chords, I sang, and we went, hey, we got a song here.
Basement Rock, brought to you in part by JL Sound Systems, the area's largest designers and renters of professional sound systems, on King Street in downtown Hamilton, exclusively from Classic Rock. Y95. Stay locked on. We'll be right back.
1, 2, test. Yeah. Can you hear me up there, Robbie Boy? Sorry for the delay. We'll continue now with the same tune. This is a song by Shadows of Laughter.
Okay, so it has arrived. One of the projects that I was doing during the lockdown, which is still happening, was a retrospective double album from a band I was in the 90s called Shadows of Laughter. Shadows of Laughter. And it has arrived. So I thought I would do a reveal video for everybody to see. Mainly because most of you have no idea who this band is. And if you are interested in the music, this would be a good introduction. So here we go. That's how they look when you get a whole bunch of them. It's always cool to see mass production of something. And here we go. Shadows of Laughter. If you can't tell, there I am in my younger days. Rob Turnbull, the bass player, Andy Jones, the drummer. And here on the back, a little bit of a promo shot, kind of an action shot. Look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. It's a double album. And we've got all the songs that the band recorded in the studio. And then we've got some extra live songs here. Live at the Marquee, live at Clinton's. Let's get into the plastic. Now this is a double album, but we didn't get the fold-out sleeve. It was quite a bit more money to do. So they've got the new wide spine version that fits the double album. Let's see here as we pull things out. Oh, this is just the insert with some news articles and club listings. Other side, we got some more news articles, some more club listings. What else do we have? All right. So we got the vinyl sleeves here inside. Got ticket stubs. We've got, what do we got? Lee's Palace here. The El Macombo. We've got the Spectrum. We've got the McGibbon Hotel Banquet Room in Georgetown. We got some show posters. That's Lee's Palace. We got Clinton's. This would have been the night that the live track was recorded. It was a video release party for Brass Bikini. What else do we have? Oh, concert poster here for the John Elliott Theater. Got some ticket stubs. We got a contract for Lee's Palace here. Shadows of Laughter, November 13. Oh yeah, we got some dates here as well. Lee's Palace, Monday, January 20th, 1992. It's going back. On the sleeves, we've got lyrics included as well. We've got some photos in the studio, number 9 studio. There's some young looking faces there. And on this sleeve here, we got some live shots. This is the back room of the Cameron House. We've got the Marquee. We've got Club 2000 in Norval. We got the Spectrum. Oh, that's Say What on Front Street in Toronto. Very cool. Oh, that's from the John Elliott Theater there. Oh, that was the John Elliott Theater as well. Very exciting. Very cool. Let's see here. Let's pull out side 1. All right. Side 1, this is the label here is the actual 2-inch reel that 3 of these songs were recorded on, number 9, so it's kind of cool to include those in the packaging. Let's give this a spin. I'm looking forward to this part, watching that reel spin. All right, let's get her going. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Put that on, turn it up. There we go.
cares to stick around to the wee hours of the morning.
We're going to record tomorrow with George and Brita here, and they're here to scout us out for this evening, so